What is going on? How y'all guys doing tonight? I'm bringing to y'all guys on uh, YouTube as well as Periscope and D Live. I am presenting to you guys tonight uh, my usual conservative news, brought to you by me as your host. I'm going to touch the base on some things that's going on tonight that everybody should be aware of. If you like what you see, you love my content, if you can see me on YouTube, you can hit the like button, please. If you hit the like button, please also hit the subscribe button as well. With you hitting the subscribe button, that will give you the notification of what's going on. All the people that are seeing me on Periscope and D Live, please follow me if you like my content. Also, too, if you can, if you see right over here, everything helps with the channel. Anytime, any kind of donation, we will be appreciative of it. It doesn't care what it is. It just helps out with the channel. It keeps me to keep doing what I need to do. So enough of all that. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about what's going on tonight, because I know everybody is ready to find out what I got to say with what's going on. Let's talk about the Portland mayor, Ted Wheeler. Ted Wheeler out here doing it again, playing the blame game. You know how he do. He always playing the blame game. It's everybody's fault but his own. Let's talk about what old Teddy boy is talking about tonight in the world of blaming.com. So old Ted, who nobody ain't heard from, who's been hiding and everything else, uh, spoke out today, saying that President Donald Trump, our president here, who is the one who created the hate that's got all these unyielding attacks on the White House and the shooting during the protest that happened in his city. How do you think that it's Trump's fault, sir? Trump did not put a gun to any of these protesters who are acting violently and acting like they have no sense head. This was something that was all they're doing. Yeah, it is, and you're right, Danny boy. I appreciate you for that. And I agree with that. It is a problem. It is a racial divide that has been created by these liberal-minded politicians. They have went out here and told all of these people that it's okay to blame other people, and especially people that are conservative and that support Donald Trump and Donald Trump trying to restore order. And because of this is why we are got nothing but straight chaos. Because right now these cities are with straight chaos. Portland, Oregon cannot has been rioting almost 100 days. They're at 90 days right now. I think next week or yeah, next week will be 100 days. So how in the world is it Trump's fault? No, sir. The accountability on you because you was offered help. You was offered help with the National Guard and the federal agents to help. But you cried so much about, oh, you guys being there because they almost like they went into the courthouse, the federal courthouse. You cried so much to the Republican Party and everything. Oh God, y'all is making it worse. Y'all making it worse. Y'all making it worse. That they decided to go ahead on and move the troops out just to show you, okay, we're gonna take these troops out, but I guarantee you, you're gonna be sorry. And now Portland looks like a war zone. It doesn't look like the beautiful city that people remember it a year ago. It looks like a freaking war zone. And he said, "Oh my God, oh my God, this guy here with the 70. Do you check out all, buddy? Okay. Anyway, people going to be trolls. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, it's sad but true. I mean, we in a situation where we have a mayor who's not taking accountability for what's going on in his city. He wants to blame everybody else but himself. I mean, you got the You got the protesters that don't even want to deal with you. So why are you going to blame someone else? I mean, just take accountability. I guess that's the problem these days. And then he had the nerve to say, it's you who have created the hate and the division. It's you who have not found a way to say the names of black people killed by police officers, even as people in law enforcement have. And if you claim that white supremacists are good people, which once again is a lie, he never said that. He said it was good people on both sides. Whenever that what happened in Charlottesville, he was talking about the people that was protesting peacefully, that was not trying to riot. This is something that has been accused of this man over and over again. But yet people use it as their advantage, as an excuse to get back at him. And the only reason why he's talking now, because everybody is calling him out, because he was down. The protesters came to his apartment Thursday night, and he wouldn't even come down to face them at all. He hid, just hid, talking about he's trying to do everything he can to make the situation right. Buddy, it's been 90 days. Looks like you ain't did a good job. People's dying on your watch. A Patriot player got killed last night, all because he was wearing a MAGA hat and was in his own zone. He didn't even come towards the protesters. The protesters that Antifa / Black Lives Matter shot at this man. But you are condoning it because you out here acting like it's everybody else's fault but your own. It's your city. Take accountability. You and the governor of Oregon, y'all need to take accountability. Y'all the one that is creating this, is causing this chaos. Y'all won't step up and ask for help. Y'all won't go to the extra limit and restore law and order. That's what it means, restore order. But hey, what can I say? That's what liberals are for you. That's what they want. They love chaos. That's what they want. They want chaos and blame and not take accountability. Again, this is sad but true. So moving right along here, we're going to talk about uh, President Trump is talking about visiting um, Wisconsin, Kenosha, Wisconsin, after what happened with Jacob Blake. He also has even said that he tried to get in touch with Jacob Blake's family, but he has not got anything return calls or anything of that nature, which I'm quite sure he's not because of what's been said and what they have said publicly about they never reached out and how he loved how Biden and Camilla catered to him. He felt like they were family. I shake my head because when I think about that whole situation, I don't even know why we're rioting for. We got people rioting over somebody who, from the jump, wasn't even supposed to be there due to the fact of the matter, the criminal behavior they have done before. Not to mention the criminal things that they had pending against them, and trying to fight the police and had a weapon in their hand. But this is the new America we're facing. Again, no accountability. So anyway, when Trump said about this, the first thing that came out of their mouth was the governor of Wisconsin is he does not want Trump to come to Kenosha. I mean, that's exactly what he said. He said you are not allowed to. I don't think it's a good idea for you to come to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Why would you think it's not a? Because he said because of the civil unrest. What do you mean? Why would you think it not be a good idea? He's the president. If he doesn't see what's the carnage is going on, if he doesn't see how everything is moving right along, wouldn't you think that would be irresponsible of him? This is what I can't understand about everybody in America about this man. 1 minute, everybody said they want him to show concern and to find out what's going on. When he do what he's supposed to do, y'all still complain about it's not enough. So it's either nothing he does is going to be right to y'all anyway. It's sad but true. But that's that liberal thinking that they got over there. I mean, I don't see how it's going to cause more unrest when y'all got all the unrest that you can possibly offer and handle right now. I mean, it is. I don't know. It's insane to see the level of stupidity that we experience every day. It is. It's freaking insane. So moving right along, past that, I'm gonna go and talk about here the next situation that everybody keeps wanting to know is the election polls. Now, people have been saying that Trump is losing. People have been saying that Trump is not going to make it, this, that, and the third, right? Okay. Well, when you look at CNN and everybody else, they will tell you in a minute, oh, he is not doing good. He sucks and he's this and he's that. You know, he's so behind Biden or they're neck to neck. But I'm about to show y'all guys that that is not the same. Give me 1 second here. I'm finna tell y'all what it's looking like. Now, they said that Trump was not doing good in the polls, but if you look it up online, he is actually a little ahead in Joe. If you look at the Hill, the Daily Caller, all of them, it seems like to me every time that the Democrats are getting scared or something is going on, they always like to create this narrative that he's not leading in the polls, which I think is very retarded. Uh, I think they do that because it's absolute fear, because he's actually is ahead. He's ahead more than most people actually would think. You got to look at how that Republican National Convention went. It was fantastic. He had everything that they needed right then and there. He stayed on topic. He made sure that everything was Americanized, making America a big melting pot. He wasn't preaching about racism all over the place every 6 seconds. He wasn't preaching about people feeling oppressed every 8 seconds. He wasn't out here talking about defund the police. He wasn't talking about no nonsense. He was talking about real, actual facts on things that we actually need right now. And because of this, to me, I felt like it was a fantastic convention. It was a convention that America needed to hear. I mean, nobody wants to hear doom and gloom and they about to go and make an election that's going to be the most important thing in their life. They want to hear uplifting stuff. They want to hear positivity. But unfortunately, I guess they didn't get that. They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the message. So that's exactly what it was. Um, Another example of how scared the Republican Party actually is because of what Trump has got going on and what he's actually doing, especially when it comes moving forward into the polls and getting close to the election. So I want to talk to y'all more about this thing, that some news that came along about this mail situation. Now, a lot of people are talking about this and think it's hilarious of what actually happened. Well, about Congress, um, this committee. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna, yeah, 1 second. I want to say the intelligence. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. The U.S. Intelligence Office has said that they are not going to tell, have no more in-person meetings or briefings with Congress. Now, Congress is the Democrats in Congress are pretty much pissed off because that's not what they wanted to hear. And they're doing this is because what has been reported into the whole news article is that the intelligence have learned that everything they talk behind closed doors with the constituents about classified information has been leaked to the media. It's always being leaked. And because of this, they have decided and they got the blessing from Trump to go ahead on and not talk about this anymore, because the less it is being devised of with other people that's not a part of that intelligence committee to monitor and make sure this mail goes smoothly, the better they have chance of having any other country interfere, or hell, either the Democrats to find a way to interfere. So that's why they're doing this. And to me, I think that's the best thing to do. I mean, that's what you would want to do. I mean, I think that's a smart move. I mean, that way you don't have to worry about nobody reporting back to the other, talking to the other parties, spilling out by accident. So that is going to be the move. Now, they said Speaker Pelosi and Representative Adam B. Skiff of California called this shameful and said the intelligent officials have also canceled briefing with committees in the full House on election security threats already scheduled for September and request of Mr. Ratcliffe's office. They vow to try to enforce their reinstatement. You're not going to have a chance to reinforce that statement. Then that's not going to happen, because here's why I say it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. It's because, first of all, Congress is controlled mostly by the Republican Party. That's number one. Number two, they're going to rock with Trump. They're just like everybody else. They're trying to protect the integrity of this election, because so much happened last election, so much BS. Everybody was saying he cheated. Everybody saying Hillary cheated. Trump is trying to make sure this time and his people that things are legitimately done right. Not to mention, if you look at the polls, I'm not talking about the polls from CNN or from freaking ABC News and all these liberal mainstream media. I'm talking about with Fox News, um, freaking the conservative news channels, The Hill. You'll see it. Trump is in the lead. Trump is way above my man's what his name, Biden, Sleepy Joe. He way above Sleepy Joe. I mean, that RNC convention put him over the top. When he did what he did, he had Democratic constituents come out there and repping for him, saying that he's doing a great job. And they did it on their own accord, because they also are tired of what's going on in Washington. Because they even said the Democratic Party has changed. It has become radical, not reasonable. So what you expect? I've been telling people Trump's gonna get it again. I mean, it's just pure fact. I mean, nobody's not rocking with what's going on. The man has already proven himself. And then I'm going to get back to the Patriot that passed away, that was killed, unfortunately, in Portland, Oregon last night. I don't know the fella's whole name, but Joey Gibson, who was part of the Patriot prayers, um, said that the man name was Jay, and he was a prominent member. Uh, it's sad to see somebody lose their life over foolishness. That's why I keep telling everybody that this got to stop, because it's getting out of control. This whole protesting is not peaceful. It is killing, and it's innocent lives. And it's going to get to the point now that people are going to get up arms, and people going to get hurt, because nobody is not using common sense at all. Everybody is just going after each other just to be going after. Yeah, you're right. It has been on Real Patriot Media. It has been building up. It's been building up for a long time. And it's sad but true. It's been building up because people just know that people are now using this race card, this you owe me something mentality to rile people up and get what they want. And it's sad but true. I mean, it's so sad now that it hurts my soul to even be able to even talk about this, and explain that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we shouldn't, it should never come to this. You should be able to protest in peace. You should be able to wear what you want to hear. This is America. You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells. If I put this hat on, I'm gonna get beat up. I mean, you make you feel like how it was when I used to live in the hood when you couldn't put on certain colors because people like if you put on these colors, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get jumped by this gang or that gang. This is crazy. This man got murdered for wearing a MAGA hat? Really? A MAGA hat. Man lost his life, got shot in the chest. He's not coming back at all. And then to hear these guys in the street screaming, talking about we took out the trash, he deserved to die. Whoa, where are we right now? I mean, what is this? It sounds like the Antifa and Black Lives Matter done turned into ISIS in Afghanistan, bro, killing an American. What is going on? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but this is where it's starting to turn into. It's getting very critical here. Very critical. Very, very critical. Now, what's so sad is nobody has not found out who were the major players involved that killed this man. Yeah, oh, Patriot Prayer Hat. Okay, my bad. It was a Patriot Prayer Hat, not MAGA. Patriot Prayer Hat. My bad, guys. And then you said the instant reaction was to call him a white. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was trying to tell everybody. These groups that the liberals are saying that are racist or whatever, I want y'all to understand something here. And I'm going to be very, very blunt, very clear, very straight to the point. Is a lot of these groups that they're saying is like this are not that. If you research pray on the Patriot Prayer, Joey Gibson, when that thing went down in Charlottesville, he released a statement the next day after getting himself together. He was against that. He wasn't for that. That's not what they do. If you look at their roster, the second guy in command that's with him is Hawaiian. I know he's not. I know Joey Gibson's not. I've researched it. I've heard people talk highly of this guy. This guy was on the Joe Rogan show, I think, too. Then the Proud Boys, they were on Joe Rogan show. Those guys, they got black guys, Spanish guys, all of them that rock with them that are patriots. They're not trying to do nothing racial. They trying to bring peace. But this is the narrative. This is the narrative that liberal are these liberals are painting because they want to make sure that you get scared in your boots and you run. Yeah, you're right. It has. It's gotten out of control. It's gotten so out of control, RMP 40, that it's crazy. Exactly. Yeah, and the black rebels that got that who got stabbed. Yeah, now the black rebels, a lot of them, that was Antifa. I want to say that got stabbed. I mean, it's just crazy. I've never seen nothing like this. I've never seen so much craziness in my life. Like it makes me want to cry. Like I've never been to the point. I used to pick up my phone and I used to see bad news. It was like, oh well, that's bad. But then I used to see good things like Save the Children, talking about we're fighting against human trafficking, the good stuff that we're trying to promote good in the world. You don't even hear about that no more. All you hear about is nothing but chaos. And then this coronavirus thing, come to find out that a lot of that has been hyped the hell up. Because if it was so bad, then why is everybody in these streets like they is running around? Again, y'all, yeah, that's another scam. Y'all, listen, while y'all joining me right now, please, please, if you're feeling what I'm doing and liking what the content I got, donate to the Cash App. Donate to the Cash App. Every little bit helps. Like I said before, every little bit helps. It keeps the channel alive. Real talk. Also, too, you can donate to be on the super chat as well. Every little bit helps. I mean, I'm to the point now. This is insane. We should not be having this discussion at all. At all. We should never have this discussion. Never in our lives. All right, my man's getting off on this. He said CDC just released numbers. Only 6% of the reported deaths were actually COVID. Yeah, I know. They've been messing with that. We've been talking about that. The COVID numbers is kind of crazy, with the CDC. I mean, I can't really get in too much with that here because I'm trying not to make sure I don't get flagged by YouTube because they're very, 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 very funny about how bad you talk about COVID. But I'm gonna say it like this: it has been reports that a lot of data did got kind of maybe kind of didn't get went got misconstrued during the whole relay of what was going on. So I do know that much. But besides all that, I mean, I'm like y'all guys, man. I mean, a lot of this is just, to me, is crazy, because to go out here and say COVID-19 is supposed to be the pandemic, but at the same time, you going out here and you got all these groups of people protesting, not wearing proper PPE, and crowds all the time, spitting, breathing, all that stuff on each other. But yet, still, when you got the president going out here to campaign, there isn't an issue. I don't know what it is. That's crazy. That's stupid. I can't get it. So I'm gonna also drop some information about Kyle Rittenhouse, that somebody had a lie going on about Kyle Rittenhouse. Heard that today. Somebody had said that this kid was beating up a woman before he had gotten an altercation with these guys at the dealership over there in Kenosha, Washington. Well, come to find out, that was a lie. The media is now apologizing because they made a mistake again, trying to paint this kid as a avid, crazy gun nut racist, which his Facebook is nowhere near that. He doesn't have any of that stuff going on. But it's also some great news is that there is a people are going to alternative websites that allowing them to go fund this young man, so he can get out. I mean, it's clear in the video. When I seen the video, he was being attacked by these people. He didn't, when those gunshots first went off, he did that because the dude tried to run towards him. That's what's up. And then y'all see that right there. Let me get that right there to you. Fantastic. That's where you need to go at. That's where you need to get that. That's real talk, man. Real talk. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely need to do that. Definitely. Yeah, man. Because this is crazy. This is what they did to this young man. And then they turned around. This kid had to double back. And then the dude with the skateboard tried to hit him in the head. He shot that dude in the, I want to say it was the stomach. Yeah, it was the stomach. And the other dude that tried to take the gun from him was shot in the arm. Now, all these guys had records allegedly that was doing this to him. They were some one of them was on, I think two of them was on probation. But yet still they want to paint him as the bad guy. Yeah, exactly. Skateboard versus an AR. And then what's so sad is nobody wants to acknowledge that this kid was self-defense. The videos are out there floating. It's showing it's self-defense. Everybody creating a narrative that he's this white supremacist, but there's no proof on his Facebook pages he was white supremacy. There's none of him ever talking about it. They got pictures of him doing volunteer work on Facebook. So how is that? I don't understand. Well, how do you get racism out of trying to help somebody? I don't get that. I'm still confused on that. I mean, most of the time when I see people that are supposed to be white supremacists, they usually go out here and they doing stuff. They're hurting people. They're out here, you know what I'm saying, plotting on how to go after people and stuff. I mean, they do all kinds of stuff, man. It's just insane, real insane. Black boy, they have no chance. You're right. You're right. You're right about that. That's what it's about. It's about the minority vote. That's if you notice that about the Democratic on the liberals, they do the most craziest stuff. They do the most craziest, paint the most craziest stories for when it gets close to election year. And as soon as they get everybody uh excited and emotions get run high, they turn right back around and do what they always do best, lie like they didn't have nothing to do with it, and blame the Republican guy that's in charge or whoever next to the Republican Party that's in charge. They do it every time. Yeah, exactly. No, nothing. You're right. They go by assumptions, and you right about that. They go by looks. That's like the same thing that um, you know, Black people have been saying over the years, oh, if I got dreadlocks or if my hair cut a certain way and died, people think I'm a thug and they ain't got a chance to know me. Okay, then if you know how that feels, then why you gonna go at somebody right when you see them wear a certain type of clothing or something like that? You're gonna assume that they the worst of the worst. Judge a book by you supposed to judge a book by its content, not by the cover. I mean, anybody can have a fucked up cover, but you might look inside that book. It may be some golden information. I mean, that's just real. So then I had somebody just came up and popped up on Twitter talking about, do I feel like the young people that lost their lives, do they count? Yeah, they do count. They do count for being stupid, being stupid. If you play stupid games, you're gonna get stupid prizes. You supposed to be out there to protest, not to go out here and try to go and run up, especially on someone who's got an AR-15 that has been told and they've been warned you, they've been deputized to protect a building that you came the night before and destroyed and burned out. It's what they call, again, accountability and common sense. Something, again, that America is not doing. But when things happen and people get hurt, they want to blame the shooter. Oh, it's his fault. He shot me. No, it's not his fault. It's your fault for not using common damn sense. You're supposed to protest peacefully. In fact, I don't know why you're protesting that time of night anyway. Because if you got a damn job, your ass should be in the bed trying to get some sleep and get to work in the morning. But unfortunately, that's why half of these people that's doing the stuff they're doing now are criminals, because they don't want to do that. Hey, I mean, I'm just being realistic about it. I mean, enough is enough. I mean, you gotta keep it real with everybody. Yeah, you're right. They blame. That's what they're doing. It's never the gun. Mm-hmm. Never. It's never. It's always somebody else. It's always the person. Talking about my news. Yeah, always. What's going on, Monarch? I'm here giving y'all the news. What's going on and everything else. Oh yeah, and an update on the Breonna Taylor case. What's up, Petco, man? Now I know everybody been talking about this, wondering about what's going on. So if you ain't heard about Breonna Taylor, I got to give y'all a rundown. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown synopsis of what's going on. Breonna Taylor was a young girl that was like 23 years old, I think, something like that. I don't know her age, but she was a young lady. She was in her apartment. They did a no-knock warrant. They came in. The boyfriend tried to shoot and everything else. And when he did, all of a sudden the cops shot back. I guess they was trying to aim at him, accidentally hit her. Long story short, everybody was in arms, created this scenario that this girl was just targeted for no reason. And even though they did knock on a certain address, was the wrong address, things started coming out later that the boyfriend was also associated with that address as well. He was out here doing drugs. I got the whole report and I can share it with y'all on my Patreon. I got the whole report. It's a 36 page of everything that was going on the whole time. I'll give you the link in my Patreon and let y'all see for yourself. Like it's crazy. Like this girl been doing this since 2016. Well, here's the thing about that. They do a no-knock warrant usually because they want to surprise everybody so nobody can flush evidence and stuff like that. But see, the problem with the situation that nobody don't talk about is they try to say Breonna Taylor was an EMT, but she wasn't an EMT. She ain't been an EMT since 2017. In fact, rumor has it she got let go because of the dealings of what was going on with her boyfriend dealing drugs. She knew he was dealing drugs. There's a whole report, man. Dude was calling from the jailhouse talking about drug code, well, to get this and get that. It is in intricate detail. They've been following for a whole minute. I know he did that because everybody made a big deal about it. And then and then it gets even worse. Yeah, is that name? I know on Real Patriot. And then this was even more crazy, bro. Whenever they question her boyfriend, now, mind you now, They say that the police was at fault for this and stuff like that. Okay, when they questioned him about what happened, he busts out and tell them that she was the one originally. And I got a report where he originally said she was the one that shot the first shot. Really? Come on, bro. But this your man's though. This is supposed to be the man you supposed to be riding or die, supposed to ride or die for you. Yeah, it's all in the report. I try to tell y'all, donate to my Cash App, Patreon. I can give you links of what's going on a lot of this stuff. I get the juice. I got the juiciness, man. I'm telling you, it's in the report. It is sad but true. I mean, she knew what was going on. She was deep in this thing, man, real deep. She was deep in it for a minute. She's not as innocent as everybody came out to be. Now, it was unfortunate she lost her life. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anybody lose their life, I mean, no, I don't support that because I don't want nobody to lose their life. But at the same time, when you deal in illegal activity and you're dealing with people that are surrounding themselves with a whole lot of illegal activity, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get these situations that your family's gonna have to go through. And now the boyfriend's back in jail again for doing drugs. Another situation they done got him up on. Petco, man, the only thing I think that I can tell you this. I think the only way we're gonna recover, people got to start having have accountability. You know, we got to people got to start. Yeah, you're right. Stay in the barbershop long enough, you gonna get a haircut. Show is. That's what Denzel Washington say. One of my favorite actors. What we got to do is we got to have accountability. America has a non-accountability problem. You know, we done been around people where they done told us that it's okay not to be accountable. You can blame someone else. You can blame a politician. You can blame somebody that you dealing with. You can blame your circumstance in your past. You can blame everything but yourself. That's a problem. The first thing I learned when I got into the military is the first thing you got to do is you got to have accountability for yourself. When you start having accountability for yourself, you can start thinking clearly and using your brain to do the right thing for yourself. So when you know you in crazy ass situations, if you know you're dealing with somebody that's fucked up, you can say to yourself, "Wait a minute, man. Let me scale back. Let me scale back. You know, this ain't what I'm looking for. This ain't what I'm trying to achieve. Let me step back here. Let me go a different route." You know, that's the problem. Nobody's not talking like that. People are just saying it's okay to be crazy. You know, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. You're right. And then I don't know why. There's this one Chicago Black Lives Matter activist. I'm gonna say her name here. And I really don't care for this lady. She is the most I hate to say it, but she's an idiot. Let me look her name. Her name is Ariel something. This chick here is an idiot. You know, recently she talked about looting and she says she supports looting. How in the hell do you call yourself a leader and you support illegal going against the grain against the law? Her reasoning was this is a way for my people to eat. Are you serious right now? Have you ever heard of the thing called get a job like everybody else in America? Have you ever heard of get something legitimate to do? That's a slap in the face for all the people. I mean, I'm just being realistic about it. It's a slap in the face to all the people out there that work hard, that try to provide for their families. Okay? Do you know when you rob from these stores, Walmart, which I work at, Target, you taking money out of a worker's pocket? Give you a rundown. I work in retail at Walmart. When you steal every time you put your little butterfingers and put stuff in your pocket, and you go out there and run off in Never Land and sell it and stuff, that hurts my bottom line for me to get a bonus to feed my family. Maybe it's Christmas time. I want to get my children nice clothing or nice this and that. That causes me to work overtime or beg for overtime. So that's what I'm saying. But you're not seeing the big picture. You know, thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. Real talk. You know, most people don't see the big picture. All they see is, I want it now. When you go to that Louis Vuitton store and steal that and then go and try to sell it back, do you know that you hurting some owner that owned that Louis Vuitton store? You hurting their bottom line. Yeah, they got insurance, but guess what? Them insurance, they got to go and pay a higher premium. They don't see that. Now that's going to cause them not be able to hire more people like you that's supposed to be wanting to eat and get a job. When you rob Target, the same thing. When you rob H&M, Polo, Ralph Lauren, all them boys, what are you doing? You're being an idiot. How would you like that Martin Luther King would have been looting in the 60s and stealing? Would you think we would have been where we at today? Hell no. We've been backwards. Backwards as hell. What you think with Malcolm X would have done if he would have went up here when he was faced with opposition in New York City police and he decided to go and tear up some stuff and loot? You think how his credibility would have been as a leader? You're not a leader. You a jackass. I'm just gonna put it like that. You're not a leader. Her name is I don't even want to say her name. She's just a disgrace. Real talk. Ariel Atkins. And then you looting over a dude that pulled a gun out on the police. A Latrell Allen, who had a standoff in the community between residents and the officer. He up there had a standoff. So you mean to tell me all of a sudden that's what your purpose for looting is? For another jackass to do a crime against good people that are trying to live and trying to make it in a crime-ridden area like Chicago, and then you're going to endorse more crime, not only in Chicago, but across the U.S., man, get the fuck out of here. Take your nose ring and your crazy antics and start over again. Don't even talk. You ain't got no ability to talk. You're not a real person. You're a freaking idiot. You want people to eat, work like everybody else do. There's so many things you can do to get you some food to eat these days. If you go and ask somebody long enough, somebody gonna give you a job. It might take you damn near all day to go through Chicago to find somebody to give you a job. But if somebody genuinely see that you're trying to work and you trying to get it, they gonna give you a job. Might pay you on the spot. Got to start somewhere. That's the problem. Nobody don't want to grind. Nobody don't want to suffer. Everybody want handouts, man. I'm so sick of it. So yeah, Ariel Atkins is a fucking idiot. A fucking idiot, man. No, these athletes, you know what? I'm glad these athletes are talking out. I'm gonna tell you why I'm glad they're talking out. While some of these athletes are talking out. And I'm glad they're doing it. Because it lets us know how ignorant they is too. Because let me tell you something. Y'all talk about y'all feel oppressed. How y'all feel oppressed as athletes and you making 10 and $15 million a year? You live in the suburbs. I mean, for real. How you oppressed? You live in the suburbs, bro. You got a nice car. You got access to money anytime you want. And man, let me ask you this. How many times have you actually went in the hood and try to make a difference that way? Oh, let me guess. Only on holidays. Or let me guess. You donated to an organization and you went back to your nice mansion or your nice 3-story house. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm out on that. Now, not no disrespect to LeBron James. He's done his thing. He's donated a school to his community. He's done good community work. But I don't agree with him saying the narrative that every day, every black man that gets out in America is scared because of when they see the police are scared for their life. I'm not scared for my life. I get up every fucking morning. I get in my car and I go to work. I don't feel scared. But what I do feel is I feel annoyed to see that people can't even be comfortable in their own everyday life because of what the media keeps pushing at them to be scared. I have conversations with my neighbors. My neighbors are redneck country boys. We have a good conversation. Hell, they help me, I help them. They don't never come to me and say, "Oh, Joel, man, you black, so I feel like I want to oppress you today." It never be that. Cops, I've done talk to cops plenty of times. On the good side now in my life, we ain't never got into it. They actually listen to what I got to say. We don't have no problems. They ask me to comply, I comply. I go back home. If something happens crazy, guess what? As long as I did comply, as long as it's on video, I'm gonna be good anyway. No, you're right. We're not oppressed. That's that thought. That's that thought process that I keep trying to tell people. It's a psychological thing that the media do. Now, is there some bad cops? Yeah, there is. And you know who they are. They're the ones that get weeded out. Like the one that I told y'all about that happened near my area that I live at over there near Statesboro, Georgia. The dude ran behind a black man that was in the car on a high speed chase, a white deputy, a white highway patrol deputy. The guy wrecked his car. The deputy stopped. The man was basically couldn't do anything. All he had to do was pull him out and basically get help, and probably could have arrested him as soon as they would have got him taken care of at the hospital. The deputy didn't do that. He went and took out his gun and shot the man in the head. And then he tried to lie and say that the guy tried to do a weapon or something against him, but the forensics showed that it didn't happen that way. He just went and shot the man in the head. Now he's in jail for premeditated, for second degree murder. So more of the story is when bad cops do something stupid, it's gonna come out anyway because they're gonna get sloppy. So that's just facts right there. But all this, I'm oppressed. I don't feel that shit. I don't feel like I don't get opportunities. Hell, I made manager at Walmart in 2 years. So I don't see how I'm oppressed. I didn't have to kiss nobody's ass, nothing. I just came I showed up to work and work. So where's this oppression shit at? I'm trying to find it. Now, do I feel like there's systematic racism? I don't think we have systematic racism as much as people say it is in this day and age. I think we have a class problem because if you do something and you got the right lawyer and the right type of money, you can get out of it. So that's how I feel about that. I don't know too much about the Boogaloo movement. You got to give me some in depth on that. I ain't researched that one yet. So yeah, yeah, you're right. No, we don't have. I wouldn't say that pay real patriot media. I wouldn't say that. What I'm saying is what we have is a perception of race war that is being created by the powers that be because they want to win an election. That's what we are facing. That's what's really going on. I'm just being 100 about it. It's a perception. If something's perceived in your mind, you're going to believe it. So that's why the liberal media keeps pushing it every day, every second. They try to find every excuse in the book. If President Trump retweets something about being patriotic, that's racist. If he retweets a black man doing a crime, because that's what is being shown, a black man doing a crime. That's racist. If tweets that a white person is doing a crime, they try to say that he's trying to act like he's not racist. So it's like he can't do anything. Everything he do is scrutinized. Like, damn, can the man get some kind of love? Jesus. There you go. There you go, Angie. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's another example right there. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we're discussing tonight because people got to understand there's a lot of problem in America that nobody's not understanding. See, when I first started this channel, when people first saw me when I got on Periscope with my dreads, saying that I was Republican, a lot of people looked at me crazy. But when they started hearing me speak, it blew their mind. I think Real Patriot was even kind of shocked seeing a dreadhead like me talking like that. Bro, like, what the hell? What's going on? Nah, man, it's just that intelligence comes in all forms, and I just started really looking at the big picture because I've always been taught if somebody keeps when people see things like that and start to realize things, I started to educate myself and I started learning from there. Yeah, exactly. You right. You right on Angie. Not everybody's ignorant. But see, the problem is a lot of intelligent black people don't want to talk about patriotism because when they start talking like this, the facts, the truth, all of a sudden other black people wants to call you a sellout, want to call you crazy, want to call you all kinds of things. But it's not that. It's just realistic facts. The same facts that they're trying to promote to you is the same facts that they should respect that you coming with them on because our facts are proven. Just like people keep talking about the QAnon group, the QAnon group. Oh Lord, they is bad, they wrong, they crazy. But you know what's crazy about that group? Every conspiracy they've been coming up with recently, um, been the truth, damn near. There's a few that ain't been true, a few that's still out there questionable, but most of them, it's been pretty dead on point. That's why they get silenced real quick. That's why they have a hard time, trying to spread out information because people are quick to just be like, no. But I'm glad they got that lady from Georgia, the district. She's part of that movement. I'm glad she's in there because I really respect that. She really takes it serious because a lot of their stuff is fact, man. They showed me about something that's going on right now that people need to be mindful for on Facebook. The keyword it's called Badget. Badget is going around as a code word on Facebook for people to get in these groups to for child trafficking. It's disturbing. They telling people to call the local your local FBI people or whatever whenever you search it and see it so they can go in there and stop it because Facebook will warn these guys on these groups, and as soon as they warn them, they'll turn around and they'll try to they'll shut the page down. Sad but true. So this is just where we at right now. This is America we're facing, guys. Sad but true. So I'm gonna go ahead on and wrap this up, guys, because I got to go to work in the morning. 3:30 comes very early. I want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all for all y'all doing. But like I said before, if y'all can, I'm asking nicely with a cherry on top. If y'all can please donate to the Cash App. Every little bit helps. I don't give a damn if it's $1 or whatever. You know, just whatever you donate, it definitely will help because that just keeps the channel alive. It keeps things thriving. Also, too, if it's your first time seeing me, definitely follow me back. I always do conservative news every day around this time, usually a little earlier, but it was a little late and I had to do dinner. So thank y'all very much for following me, giving me love, showing me respect. Yeah, I got you, Patriot. I'm on Real Patriot Media. I'm following you, real talk. And everything else. Again, before I leave, let me put this to y'all so y'all see what it is. Just in case somebody wants to review this video and do want to donate. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I want to make sure I get that information out to everybody. So again, I want y'all to see this right here as well. All of this will support the channel. So anybody that can donate anything, we'll definitely take it because we're trying to keep this channel alive. We're trying to keep it out there. It helps me out to keep putting it to reprogress and everything. Also, too, for Periscope, same thing too. Every little bit helps. So Thank y'all very much for everything that y'all do. Thank y'all for also keeping me in the loop. And I can't wait to see y'all soon. Y'all be easy out there. Stay safe. Good night.